Our home office renovation ran into overtime when mold turned up inside the wall. Now that the drywall has been replaced, it's time to move on to the flooring, which will get a major overhaul. Pulling up the glued-on bamboo wood was a time-consuming job that gave Kurt a couple of days to think about what to do with the floors. He knew he needed something that could stand up to his active work style.
I like to get up from the computer and walk around and pace and just have a space where I can do things standing up. If I'm editing a document by hand or whatever, I like to be able to sort of walk around and have it be a physical process.
With the slab visible, it sparked the idea of an urban loft, and Kurt decided to go with stained concrete to get the look. Flooring pro Willie Valdez takes us through the steps, starting with the removal of the stuck-on glue.
We had to remove that first, then after that we had to scrape down the glue. After I scrape up all the glue that I was able to come in with my diamond grinder, I have a $15,000 diamond grinder and polisher machine that I was able to go ahead and remove that and bring it back to the bare concrete.
Once the glue is cleaned up and the surface smoothed out, Willie addresses the damaged concrete in the middle of the floor.
So I open it up.
After making it wider, Willie uses cement composite to seal the crack. Even though new cracks can form down the road, the composite does a good job of covering the evidence.
And I tell you, you can never see the crack again.
Next, Willie starts applying several layers of resin and the concrete skim coating.
I did my first layer at 1/8 of an inch. I skim coated the whole thing, and once my first coat was dry, I applied it again. I did it 3 times, and then I went with a gray micro topping, okay, to create what we wanted, what the customer wanted, a gray look.
Willie adds a border with a chocolate-colored stain to pull in the hues of the wood on the wall and ceiling. A final coat of epoxy leaves the new floor gleaming. The whole process took about 2 weeks. While this was a big job because of the glue removal and the design elements, concrete flooring can be an affordable alternative to tile, carpet, or wood, starting as low as $2 a square foot. With the new floor finished and the walls now clear of mold and damage, Kurt chooses a mossy green paint, which he hopes will help him stay calm on stressful work days.
I have a tendency to sometimes be very high energy when I'm working, and I don't need the surroundings to elevate my energy level any.
Psychologists say that green rooms have a soothing effect and can also improve reading speed and comprehension. He also wanted his new desk to keep him organized.
He had stuff piled up everywhere, so he wanted storage down below so that you can present the desk and have the room less, so it's not so cluttered looking.
The team spent a couple of weeks tweaking the design and building the 8-foot-long L-shaped desk. With the stain dry and all the pieces cut to Kurt's exact specifications, it's time for the install. You guys have been working hard on that desk. I am so excited to see how it turned out.
It turned out really good. And here it is.
Wow.
We're putting it together now.
Okay.
Brian just finished the diagonal cleat that goes into the 90-degree area of the desk.
Okay, so this is not a built-in, it is a custom desk that will fit exactly into the corner.
Absolutely, custom desk, and they even wanted it finished all the way around just in case ever they would want to take it with them. And a lot of your mid-century desks, as you can tell by the detail end here, that's very mid-century. The way it offsets has like a void between it, and the degree of angles of the desktops and as well as the handles. So finishing all the way around it was often, you saw that a lot in mid-century furniture, especially desks. It was finished all the way around.
What were your specific design challenges when you were kind of coming up with the concept?
Well, he wanted a printer, which is going to be in this opening right here, yet he wanted his file drawer right next to him.
Okay.
So we made a 15-inch file drawer so his reach wasn't as far to go to the printer. Now, with that being said, he also wanted to be able to have a knee drawer here and pivot and swing to the next knee drawer.
Okay.
Right? That way he can have access for a wide range of area on the desktop. What we usually do when we mount these doors onto the cabinet, we will have a jig that actually puts the hinge plate on the cabinet. Okay. In this case, we're going to have you hold it.
Oh.
All right?
I'm not sure I'm qualified, but
yeah, you are.
I'm trying to do my best.
So you just, I'll just guide you a little bit.
Okay.
You just hold it right with your finger, right about there. Come down.
Hold the metal piece or just hold the door?
Just hold the door. Come down about right where I say.
This is a lot of pressure.
And your finger, can you feel it flush with the bottom of the cabinet?
Now I can.
Hold
Yes.
it right there. I'm gonna pull out a little bit.
Hold on. Is this supposed to be like back here?
Yep.
So wait a minute, it's not quite level.
That's okay. I know what the void's supposed to be. You did good. All right. So we're gonna pull it out a little bit, because if you don't, it'll pinch.
Okay.
And we don't want the door to pinch.
You know, if this is messed up, I can't
done.
afford to pay for it.
There we go.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Then we'll adjust it. All these hinges now adjust.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm gonna put the secondary one in. Right there.
All right. How about that? Coming up next on Ready, Set, Renovate, after a couple of unique finishing touches, we'll hear Kurt's reaction to his new digs.
I'm thrilled. I love it. They did a bunch of adventurous things in here. For example, this floor, you know, finished concrete floor. This is perfect, and I never would have thought to do something like that on my own. It hits all the notes.
And coming up later, one thing you have to keep in mind if you are going to select upholstery for a chair, it's got to have certain specifications.